Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everyone is ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm in a combative mood.
Love that for you. Well, then that gets
Yeah.
the vibe check going. Brooks is feeling combative. I am feeling all right. Nothing really
All
to
right.
report, honestly.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for some sort of follow-up to that.
No, I mean,
No?
what has happened in the last week other than just me going to work? Ooh, why am I so
Existing.
washed out? What the hell? I had a cold over the weekend. That kind of sucked.
Some of that extra sucks.
Yeah, but we are back in business. So other than that,
That's good.
can't really say I have all that much going on. I've got my liquid IV because gotta stay hydrated in this weather.
Mm-hmm. It was like
And
cooler
also,
today, but so humid.
it was cooler, it was humid, and it was raining like a motherfucker.
I actually didn't even leave. I opened the door. I was gonna go run a quick errand, and I opened the door, and I was like, "Nope, doing that tomorrow."
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up to a flash flood warning on my phone.
Yeah, I literally opened it, looked out there, and was like, "Nope," closed it again. Didn't go anywhere.
Understandable. But we forgot something last episode.
We did. That's not what's first on the dock, though.
I did change it around within the last 5 minutes. That's
Oh,
on
I was
me.
gonna say, I looked. I looked.
That's on me. No, I figured
Today.
we would begin with the homework that we forgot for episode 248, which was to come in with pictures of what we thought was the best and the worst of early 2000s fashion.
Yes.
Would you like to go first, or shall I?
You can go first because I might switch a slide around real quick. I couldn't
Okay.
decide what order.
I have 2 pictures and that's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went a little. I followed directions, but also didn't follow directions, and you'll see what I mean.
That's fine. Okay, no, delete audio. Yes, I know. Stop. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so let's begin with what I think is the worst. This is Pink at the MTV Music Awards, rocking just so many things that I think are emblematic of the early 2000s, and none of them in a good way. We've got
very maximalist.
Incredibly maximalist. And here's the thing. I don't think maximalism is inherently bad.
No.
But, one, these heels. What is going on here? They don't know what they want to be.
No.
Like, are we open-toed or not? Like, is this supposed to be a boot or a sandal?
Yeah.
Make up your fucking mind. The
I
cuffed
feel like crazy
jeans.
Was just such a thing. Yeah.
The cuffed jeans over it is really not giving. We've got some unnecessary belt-like objects, which was a very popular thing back then. I don't even know what this is. Some sort of chain?
Yeah, belts that didn't actually serve the purpose of belts. They were like loose and too low, like below the waist.
Yeah.
They were decorative purely.
And this is a particularly interesting take on the low rise because it's already low rise, but then you have hip cutouts.
Yeah. Are they lace up?
It's
hard to see on the screen. Watch me do old woman corner here. Like I can see that her skin's exposed, but it is like this small on my screen.
That's so. And here's the thing. Body tee. Oh. So like there is that.
How is it held on there? I just made it full screen.
Could not tell you.
I can't even tell how that's staying put. Incredible.
Could not fucking tell you.
Terrible code.
And then the top, like there's I'm not a gold person to begin with. Like if I'm wearing like any form of metallic jewelry or clothing, it's gonna be silver. So like maybe this is just my personal preferences coming into this, but just too much. Why is it why are you wearing a fur coat with a crop top? First of all, make up your mind about what the weather is. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much happening here and none of it is good. And with the hair, just like, one, it feels kind of culturally appropriative, and two, it goes with nothing. Like, I understand, like, the artist's stage name is Pink. I get that.
Yeah,
but like,
her hair was always pink.
It's just, no. Is really all I can think to say.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of like, there was an obsession with shiny things, like a lot of sequins and like shimmery stuff and bedazzling. A lot of bedazzling.
A lot of bedazzling. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing: I'm not against. Like, I have a studded belt, and I bought that not even in the 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, but it was the excessive nature, like not as an accent or whatever, but it was like everything. Because like, so look how much shiny she has going. Plus, she has whatever those things are in her jeans that are sort of a form of bedazzling.
Exactly. So this is what I think is one of the worst examples of early 2000s fashion. But what I have for the best, I think, is low-key kind of fantastic. So we've got... Oh, wait, hold on. We've got Paris Hilton's 21st birthday dress, which I think is such a look.
Interesting.
1, silver. Love to see it. It's elegant. It's simple. The draping that it has going on is so just like interesting and fun. The drop waist is so cute. I don't know. And again, like with the diamond choker, I love it.
I feel like that looks like it's purple to me. Like a lavender.
It's kind of, it's like silver, but it's reflecting a lot of light.
I don't know. I'm laughing because she had by far the worst fashion of the early aughts, in my opinion.
She leaned in on some trends that did not work. I will 100% give you that. But
I think I might have at least one picture of her in my slides, or maybe I took her out. Oh no, she's in there.
Wonderful. Yeah, I don't know. I would wear this. Like, I mean, could I pull it off? Who's to say? But if I were given the opportunity to wear a dress like this, would I take it? Hell yes.
But see, here's the thing. I guess I approached this differently, and I wasn't thinking of it as like, here's a single example, but rather, here are some of the trends, and here are pictures that represent the trends.
Okay.
So, like, I wouldn't do like a singular dress, like I like this one dress. It would have to be something that was a common fashion trend.
That's fair.
Is the way that so I did it completely differently. And I say that because I could not think of a single fashion trend that was good.
Okay. This is all subjective. But yeah, this is where I think 2000s fashion peaked. This was as good as it got.
A trend, though. That was an incredibly wealthy, famous, like, person at the peak of her fame in one outfit.
Point taken.
Which
but it was during the 2000s.
Does not represent, it does not represent the fashion of the era, and certainly not her style, because her style was god-awful.
Fair enough. Would you like to share?
Yeah, so...
Okay.
So, again... The way that I approach this, first of all, a couple of comments. Hello,
hey,
Brianna or Brianna, because I know people who use both forms of that. And I don't know that this was early. It wasn't early aughts, but can't say I was a big fan of the tan suit.
I saw somebody on the Bird app say that when it happens, he should wear a tan suit to the funeral.
Also, TJ, I'm going to say, ew. To your pictures of Paris Hilton. She was I never found her attractive. She was too skinny. I was like, please eat food. You look unhealthy. Anyway, so like I said, the way that I approached this was thinking about it more in the sense of like common fashion trends of the era. And I narrowed it down to, okay, so there's technically 5 on here. Different
Okay.
friends. 2 of them we've talked about, though. I put those 2 first, just as examples of things that we have talked about on the pod before. So let me go ahead, share screen, entire screen, because I have this PowerPoint. There you are. Share. And there we go. Starting off, we just talked about this.
Gillian Anderson.
But we just talked about the whale tails.
Yes, we did.
And that was one of the things as I was looking for pictures of something else that came up. Again, this was one that, I mean, the average person I feel like did do this, but it was definitely more common in like celebrity fashion, I guess. And yes, when I came across a picture of Gillian Anderson dressed like that, I knew I had to put it on there.
Although I'm going to say the picture that is on at least my left, I don't know if that counts.
It is a thong.
Is it really? I thought that was just part of the dress.
No, that's a thong. Look how, if you look closely at like her left side, it doesn't connect to the dress. It's separate. It just happens to match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that was part of it, again, because it's considered part of like the style of it or like the outfit. And so they would match it.
Again, on the left, I think it's kind of a look. And again, Gillian Anderson can do no wrong.
Yeah, no, I just do not think it looks, I think it looks stupid.
Fair enough.
So there's that one, and then another one that we have talked about a few times. Super low-rise jeans.
Don't love it. Although
there was no shortage of pictures for this.
I'm gonna say another thing. Do I like low-rise jeans? No. If I could pull them off, would I? Perhaps.
You say that because you didn't have to wear them. Because it's like not... What's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot less practical because you are constantly pulling up your pants. There's no way to not be constantly pulling up your pants because if they're that low, you are just one wrong movement away from exposing yourself to people. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these, like this picture of Keira Knightley in the middle, like she had to have shaved.
Oh, 100%.
And like, no, that's not worth it. That's so uncomfortable. Right? Like it just adds such a layer of difficulty to your day, constantly trying to make sure that you don't expose yourself to other people. It's just not comfortable. It's not. Again, because I went through this time period where all you could find were low-rise jeans. It was impossible to find anything that wasn't. So, no, I think they are terrible. I think they are pointless. And I hate them. Okay. So, I did pick 3 that are, I don't think we've talked about these 3 at all. If I remember. But all 3 of these ones are things that I definitely saw in my day-to-day life. Because again, this was my high school, era. So, Ed Hardy.
Yeah, Ed Hardy was pretty bad.
It is. I hate this style so much. Like all the Ed Hardy style. And it was always like, in my experience, like the douchiest people who dress like this.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm nuts about it.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a little like, expensive. It's this name brand, compared to a lot of things. And so it was always the kids who had money and, so they thought they were like cool and better than people because they're like, look what we're wearing. And I'm just like, you look ridiculous. So there's that.
There was a lot of denim happening in the early aughts.
All denim. There's the Paris Hilton picture I was referencing. I think the one on the right of Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears is probably the best known example of.
Yeah, that one's kind of iconic.
Yeah. So I originally just had that picture of Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie on there, and then I was like, you know what? I probably should have added in there because.
I did see that in my scrolls as I was searching for examples.
Yeah, it's too much. That's what they call a Canadian tuxedo, and that's.
So I've heard.
Yeah, acceptable. Now, my last one is one that I personally had a vendetta against, I did find an article that very helpfully had like an amalgam picture with a bunch of people in it to represent the widespread nature of it. So I went with that. Oop. The trucker hats.
Ah, I've heard
particularly the Von Dutch trucker hats, but I mean it became big, and this was because this was peak Ashton Kutcher era, because of Punk'd and stuff like that on MTV, and in a lot of ways he popularized it.
All right. Yeah, I think very few people can pull it off.
Yeah, no. I mean, it takes a particular kind of person. And the thing is, what drove me nuts about all these celebrities wearing it is like, it's a particular hat associated with like working class individuals.
Exactly.
It's like,
cultural it's so nice appropriation.
Yeah, essentially, it's like, take this thing that they wear for like actual purposes, right? Like it serves a function. And you're like, ooh, it's so fashionable. And it's like, that's very stupid to me. But yeah, to me, that was one of the first things that popped in my head was the stupid trucker hats. That and the Ed Hardy immediately were just, yeah. So
I love that you couldn't even find one example of an outfit you liked.
I tried so hard, but again, I was trying to think of like common trends. And I was trying to think of a single trend, something that was common for the time period. Now, I suppose I did think about having some pictures of scene kids.
See, that again, kind of a look.
No, I like, I wasn't a scene kid because that was too much work to like look like that with all the hair dye and, stuff like that. But I always thought they were kind of cool looking. Like, I don't care. People would make fun of the, like, having the hair, like, over
the emo bangs
kind of thing. I thought that was so cool.
I love it.
If my hair would have let me do that, I would have done that. It's not thick enough. It would just be in weird sections,
A tragedy.
But I definitely would have worn my hair like that if I could. I used to definitely part my hair much further on the side, so it did kind of sweep with it.
Dork.
Love it. It's cool as shit.
You were probably cooler than I was in high school. Anyway. So next, you have some hobby drama for us.
Yes.
And I am seated.
So, I have mentioned Ragnar on the pod before.
Yes, you have.
But for those who might not have heard that, might not be familiar with it, the short version is it is a company that puts on running relay races around the country in various places. Some of them are road races where you have a team of 12 people and you're essentially running 200 miles together, like taking turns. And then there's the trail races where you spend like a day and a half camping in the woods, taking turns running through the trails. So that's the basic idea. I've done a bunch of them. Only one road, bunch of trail. Love these things. The trail races, you basically just hang out in a tent and drink for a couple of days and occasionally go running through the woods. It's fun. So I was supposed to be doing one next week. One that I've done a couple of times before. And this was going to be the first time that I was doing one with a repeat team. I've had to like jump on random teams because I don't know enough people to form a team of my own that would actually do it. But my team last year liked me, and they do it every year. So they're like, you can be a regular member. And I was like, excellent, right? So excited. I've been gathering new equipment for the past year. I got like, last fall, I got a new cot so I can actually sleep on a cot instead of the ground.
Nice.
And then I got a new tent in December because it's a cabin tent, so I can actually put the cot in it without, hitting my head all the time. I bought new clothes. I bought a new camp chair that literally just arrived yesterday. I started packing already because I was all excited. Last night, an email comes in. Canceled.
Never a good thing.
No reason given in the email.
Oh, that's weird. I was assuming it was like a weather thing.
Oh, no. This is where the drama starts coming in, right? So I had to provide the context. Here's where I started getting the drama. So I sent this email last night. Events canceled. No reason. Just says, hey, we regretfully made this hard decision. Canceled. Bummer. You can have a refund or you can defer to a race next year and get an extra free registration.
Okay.
The campground, Big Bear Lake camplands that host the event did post on their social media that apparently there's some electrical grid issue in the area that they've been kind of like bandaging for a few years, and now it's like totally blown and it's going to take a while for a permanent fix. So that's supposedly the reason. Mm-hmm. But Ragnar didn't say that. Mm-hmm. And they canceled another race that was supposed to be the same weekend, the Minnesota Road Race. They canceled that race too, but they had canceled it like 2 weeks ago. So they had like 3 weeks notice instead of a week. And they canceled 1 or 2 races last year. So
okay,
what has been going on is they got bought out several years ago. It's been a few years now. They got bought out by some big company called FitLab.
Fuck private equity.
Yep. Who has essentially been bleeding them dry financially, not paying the bills.
Of course.
And canceling events to essentially save themselves the money.
That's so fucked.
And there is a guy who, his name is Rich Nichols. He was an announcer for a lot of the events. Like, these things are just like 24/7 parties, essentially, when you do the trail races. There has to be somebody like at all times calling at the finish line, DJing, right? So he was kind of like the MC, I guess you would say. He stopped doing it 2 years ago because they stopped paying him. He hasn't been paid for like literally years. They keep putting him off. And apparently not the only one. They haven't been paying lots of vendors. They canceled, I think it was Trail New Jersey last year because the venue refused to have them there because they haven't been paying. Like, they kept sending them the invoice, like, you got to pay this before the event. And finally they were like, they kept stringing us along, we're not letting them do it. And so this guy, Rich Nichols, he posted a video, I think it was like early this morning, on like all of the Ragnar Facebook pages. Because I'm part of, like, there's, Ragnar Travel Team, Ragnar Team, and Runner Finder, right? There's like all these different ones. Ragnar Official, Ragnar Life, etc., etc. He posted it on all of them. And it's this 10-minute video of him talking about things that he's heard, because he's well known in the community for having been ripped off by FitLab. So people come to him with information that they think needs to get out. Mm-hmm. FitLab, according to him, is considering canceling every single race in August and September to save money.
Fuck those guys.
Now, I'll point out, I am one of the lucky ones. Like, yes, I've been looking forward to this for the past year. I bought all this stuff. But all these people fly in. So people have flights booked. They have hotels booked. They have babysitters and pet sitters lined up. They have taken vacation days off of work. Mm-hmm. And we're a week out, and they're like, never mind, it's not happening.
Get absolutely fucked.
And not even giving a reason.
That's so rude.
Clearly they don't care if they're not like explaining why.
Private equity is killing everything.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm worried it's not going to be around anymore. They should have never sold it. And it sucks because everybody like at actual Ragnar, they're good people. Like, they do their best. But ever since they got taken over, Rich Nichols referred to it as like a meat grinder. He said like their veteran people at this point have only been there 3 years because of how shitty they get treated.
That's insane. Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's going to continue being a thing, which sucks. And so if the options are refund or get 2 race registrations for next year, it's like, well, what if you don't exist next year?
Yeah.
But we have to make a decision as a team, because you don't register as an individual, you register as a team. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what our team is going to do.
Yikes.
So I'm bummed because I've put a lot of time and effort and, part of my identity into this thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've very seriously considered getting a Ragnar tattoo more than once. I know people that have them.
So you said.
Like, and I really feel bad too for the people that are trying to immortal, which is doing at least 12 Ragnars in a single calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big deal. Like, they actually give you a special jacket that has like your 12 races embroidered on the back of it.
That's fucking awesome.
Giant medal, because it's not like we have the races year round, right? They're in a set number of warmer months of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do like 2 or 3 a month. And registration for each race is like $200 some plus travel costs and hotels.
That's crazy.
So it's really expensive. So imagine those people who were so close to getting immortal.
Oh, I would set off a bomb at whatever headquarters.
Yeah, because there's people, all the drama happening on the Ragnar pages right now. People are livid.
I would be.
It is really just boiling over in the Ragnar community right now.
I can imagine.
People talking about class action lawsuits and all this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, even if you reimburse people's registration, what about all the other things that they're losing because of your choice?
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, if you can't even provide a reason why.
Yeah.
At least if they had, like, in the email said, like, all right, here are the things that we kind of weighed. Here's the problem. Here's what we explored. Because they've had Ragnars in literal hurricanes multiple times.
Nuts.
Yeah. And remember that I went to that Ragnar in Vermont a few years ago. I took your parents.
Yeah. And it did not come back.
It did not. Many people's canopy tents did not make it back from that race because the wind was so insane. Things just snapped to pieces. Ragnar, like the giant tents that they have, like 50 picnic tables under, the really big ones, they lost multiples of those in the weather. Like thousands of dollars worth of equipment they lost in that one. Didn't stop anything. Just kept going the whole time. People were running through the woods in a monsoon. I'm surprised they didn't, just go sliding down the trails. So it's clearly not weather, especially not this far out. So so it is I've been like semi-glued to my phone a little bit periodically throughout the day, like, okay, what drama have I missed in the last? So again, I'm lucky. At least I didn't have to take vacation days or get a flight or a hotel, any of those things. But man, am I very, 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 very sad. I can't bring myself to start unpacking yet.
Yeah.
Because I bought new outfits, like new clothes to wear that were super comfy, and I washed them, and I was like, might as well not put them away. Start packing all my clothes, and
that sucks, man. I am so sorry.
Yeah. So like, what am I gonna do with? I mean, eventually I'm gonna run and wear them, but it's kind of not their purpose, right? The point was like, oh, new outfits for Ragnar that I'm so excited about.
Yeah, that is ass.
So, fuck FitLab.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
And everybody who works there, especially their CEO. People have been posting his profile picture all over the place, and man, he looks like the kind of person you would expect him to look like.
Yeah.
Major douche.
Yeah. So, why was I was just gonna say, man, I bet he even looks like a douche.
Yeah, I was like, I can't think of his name offhand, but people were like posting pictures of even like his LinkedIn and stuff.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, look at this guy.
No, that is like, give these capitalist fuckers, give them no peace.
He went to Harvard Business School.
Clearly you don't know how to run a business.
And it's like, well, he does to make money, not for the business to actually thrive. Right? He knows how to bleed a company.
Yeah.
I was with you at first. It's like, yeah, somebody else is mad. Oh, I mean, I also support pudgy golden retrievers.
But like,
I think these people.
What was I gonna say? I had something. Now it's gone. Nope. Don't think he's coming back. Okay. Would we like to get into the next or the first actual question? Because I think this one's not going to be a particularly long one, and I'm really looking forward to the one after it.
Okay. I don't remember what questions are in what order, so I will take that.
Would you rather every morning there's a 20% chance that you will wake up on your roof, or every night at 3 a.m., a sports mascot busts into your room and you must wrestle them for 5 minutes before going back to sleep? What do we think?
It's got to be the first one.
Oh, it's the mascot thing.
You want to be woken up at 3 a.m. every night?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not waking up on my roof. It's cold up there.
Not all the time.
What if it's raining?
It's only a 20% chance. I mean,
what if it's raining?
1 in 5 days. I don't care. It's just water.
That would ruin my day, waking up on the roof.
It would ruin my day, not getting to sleep for the whole night. And it's not like you just wake up momentarily, like you go to the bathroom or back to bed. You have to physically, like, your adrenaline's going to be up. You're going to be potentially sweaty, right? And you could maybe even hurt yourself. And you're not going right back to sleep after that.
Yeah, there are negatives to it, but like, I feel like the roof thing is worse. I really do.
I think uninterrupted sleep is paramount.
I suppose.
That's the thing. Because we're talking literally every single night. You never get to sleep through the night.
I guess. I don't know.
I can't do that. It's, No.
I was gonna say something about Gritty.
That's who I was picturing.
Amazing.
Like, when I first read this question, I was like, Gritty. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if imagining it being Gritty makes it better or worse.
I mean, here's the thing. There are some sports mascots I think I could take. Gritty, I don't know.
Like, there is something very, I want to say, whimsical about Gritty. But at the same time, he's terrifying.
He absolutely is terrifying. He's also funny as fuck on Twitter.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that stuff, as you no doubt would have guessed on your own.
Also, I just think that, like, Gritty was the Philadelphia Flyers' response to being forced to choose a mascot, and I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah. At least they had fun with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and continue to have fun with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's too easy to just like pick one of the default kinds of mascots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, how many, like, tigers do we need, or bears, or knights, or what have you. And so, at least they
were just like orange thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Not enough people are just choosing thing as their mascot.
Here's the thing, though. I think TJ here kind of makes a good point. Not necessarily about the person in the costume being a wheezy asthmatic, but it's a pretty heavy costume. I don't think they could move all that well. I think I have the advantage.
I mean, it's not going to be agile, but I keep saying it. There's a person in there. They're certainly going to outweigh you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want them falling on top of me.
I suppose that's fair.
That'll squeeze the air and possibly the life out of you.
Okay.
And honestly, being kind of clumsy like that in some respects almost makes it worse, because it's not going to have like finesse. It's just going to flail around and like smack you in the face and probably like give you a bloody lip, and there are no rules, because even if you said like, oh, you can't hit, like, you know, can't hit above the neck or whatever, for example, they can't follow that rule. There's no way.
Yeah.
They can't see, they can't move well. They have asthma, apparently.
Just the idea of waking up on my roof in winter is truly so unappealing.
I mean, it's not great, but you wake up and you're like, oh man, it's cold. I'll go back inside. And, you know, because this would be a fairly regular occurrence, you would probably have, you know, planned for that. Like, I would keep like a waterproof plastic bin with some blankets and stuff.
You wore a Grimace costume? That is unreal.
You're missing the important part there.
Oh yeah, and on a few dates. Don't worry, we were gonna get to that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually put one of those type costumes on.
I have not either.
I have known many people who have worn them, and they're just like, they're so heavy, you can't see anything. You sweat balls, like, even if it's not warm outside, automatically you're just like instantly pouring sweat. Like, never. I refuse. Especially because usually somebody else has been in there sweating before you.
This is true.
At some point, unless it's a brand new costume, which is unlikely. And nope. The smell.
I do understand your reluctance.
Yeah. Oh god, now I'm just thinking about the smell of the mascot that comes to wrestle you, because that can't smell good.
Most likely not.
Yeah, no, it's got to be the roof. Because at least I can prepare for that.
I suppose. Honestly, you might be swinging me a little bit here.
Oh, I would set up a freaking, like, canopy tent on the roof.
I mean, I guess if you're, like, always going to wake up in a designated spot on the roof, you could...
No, I would cover the whole freaking roof. I'd put a roof over the roof, essentially. And I'd have supplies up there.
Okay.
Like, what are you going to do to prepare for the mascot? There's nothing you can do. You just know that at some point, it's gonna wake you up, and you're gonna have trouble going back to sleep, and you could be injured. Versus, like, yeah, I might wake up on the roof, but I've taken measures to protect myself from the elements as much as possible, and I'm leaving supplies up here that will make it maybe not as bad.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
My only concern would be rolling off of the roof. But I'm interpreting this as it's got to be somewhere you're not going to easily roll off. Otherwise, you couldn't wake up there. You'd have already rolled off.
This is true.
You can't just be on the roof and go, woo! You'd have to at least have stopped long enough to wake up there.
Yeah.
So you have to be stopped on something, right?
That's okay.
What I'm going with, so.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
Excellent choice. Where are my sounds? There we go. Okay. So the next question I have is something that was inspired by a recent film viewing experience in my life. What is something that you think you just have bad opinions about?
I did notice this conversation in our network group chat. I had nothing to contribute, but I know you all had opinions. But I still admit I'm having trouble understanding exactly what you're going for. So bad opinions would be something you believe to be true, but at the same time you think you're wrong, essentially?
I think a lot of people would very vehemently argue that I am wrong, and I really can't fault them for it.
So you're basically saying, though, that you believe something to be true, but you also know that it's wrong. Almost.
Kind of.
Which would make it a bad opinion, right?
I think that I just have really bad opinions about French New Wave cinema.
That is so hyper-specific. I don't know that anybody would disagree with you or agree with you.
A lot of people think it is the end-all, be-all epitome of film as an art form. I just do not fuck with it. I think it You know the Family Guy joke where it's like, oh, I didn't like The Godfather. It insists upon itself. French New Wave is what fucking insists upon itself.
Pretentious, in other words?
Yeah, just like... I watched the movie Breathless by Jean-Luc Godard for a film class when I was in college. And just the other night, I watched Hiroshima, Mon Amour with Kyle. And I don't remember who directed that. But like the complaints that I had about Breathless, I was like, okay, maybe that's just an example of French New Wave that I didn't like. Maybe it's just the first one that I was exposed to just happened to be one that I wasn't going to fuck with regardless. But having watched Hiroshima, Mon Amour, like that is considered like the peak of the, or like considered by many to be the peak of the movement. And I just don't like it. I think that they do like so many of the conventions of French New Wave are just so annoying to me. Like the acting style, it's so static. Like there's this one scene in Hiroshima, Mon Amour where it's a man and a woman in a restaurant, and I have to take my glasses off for this. And they're like having some dramatic conversation, and the man literally has his hands on the woman's face like this for like a minute. And I'm just like, people don't, not that like all cinema has to be a one-to-one reflection of real life, but at the same time, people don't fucking do that. Or like there's other shots where like this is a person's head where they'll be like this, just looking at the camera, faces touching, not looking at each other, having a conversation. And I'm just like, come on, man.
If it distracts from the actual content, it's a problem.
I find the conventions of French New Wave to be incredibly distracting from the content. Like they repeat the name of the place so fucking often in Hiroshima, Mon Amour. I swear to God, they said the word Hiroshima every minute. And like, there's another thing about French New Wave that I really dislike is that there is this thread of like French New Wave was heavily inspired by the American noir movement, which is cool. But there's this like there's this sort of just like circle jerking of the American noir period that exists in French New Wave. Like the entirety of Breathless is about this kid who just like he wants to be some, I don't know if it was like fucking Ernest Borgnine or whatever, but he wants to be this American actor so bad, and it's his whole like character is him just emulating these noir heroes. And then in Hiroshima, Mon Amour, there's this shot of like a nightclub in Hiroshima that's called Casablanca, and the camera lingers on it for fucking ever. I'm just like, I have bad opinions about French New Wave.
It sounds like it's a parody. Like that's the shit they do in parody movies.
Yes! It feels like it's parodying itself. Which I feel like is kind of what I mean when I say that it insists upon itself. So that's what I have bad opinions about. And with that in mind as an example, what do you think you have bad opinions about?
I mean, I definitely, I guess thinking about it now with the context, there are a lot of things that I like that I recognize are like not good. Well, I guess it depends on how you define good. But like Velocipaster, for example.
I mean, here's the thing. I didn't say it was good. I said I liked it.
There's
that type of shit.
Yeah, there's an entire, I think it's like a whole account that I come across the other day where he has like a series of, I said this movie was, that I liked this movie, not that it was good.
It's like, I'm pretty sure we're thinking of the same guy.
Probably. I was going to say, because as soon as you use that phrasing, because I saw one he did the other day on Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
I sent that to you.
Oh my God, is that what I said? Oh my God, it is. My brain sometimes, man, I don't know how it functions. I don't know how I keep myself alive sometimes, to be honest. But yeah, like, you know, but that's what makes me think of that. And actually, I looked in the comments in that video, and like the first comment was about Velocipaster, and
amazing.
Like so many people going off about like how it's one of the greatest movies ever made, and like I agree with that. I think the vast majority of people would not.
That's fair.
And so maybe that would be considered a bad opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like by all of the conventions of like cinema and what is considered to be like good,
mm-hmm.
It's not. But if you're going into it for fun, then it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But of course, I have that tendency to, for some reason, really love things that are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that. I have the frequency with which I say, "Oh my god, this thing is so stupid. You have to see it," or like, "It was so horrible. I wanted to like. I regretted the fact that I have eyes. You gotta watch it." Like, I don't know why I am that way. I just am.
Who's to say?
Yeah. Maybe it is the to some extent the ADHD thing, that constantly wanting new input. Because if somebody says like try something, like, "Oh my god, this is the grossest thing I've ever had," my immediate reaction is, "Oh, let me try." Kind of like we did with the Four Loko tasting on the
on that one, Drunk and Disorderly.
Yeah. So I definitely I have bad opinions. My opinion that Four Lokos are essential for a fun Friday is a bad opinion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but of course there are a lot of things that people love, much like you're talking about, like the French New Wave, that I'm like, no, it's bad, don't like it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's bad as well. I pulled up WhatsApp because did we want to bring in what the guy said?
We can. I believe it was Nick who said that he had. Where is it?
Generic cereal brands are often better than the name brand, especially when it comes to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And I will echo what I said in the group chat, was that I think that is a bold statement. However, I will say that the Trader Joe's Frosted Flakes are absolutely mogging the regular Frosted Flakes.
I was surprised you didn't bring up the Reese's Puffs.
Trader Joe's Reese's Puffs are also superior. But I don't know if that's I guess it is generic.
It's an imitation of something that already existed. It's not like it was the original idea, per se.
Yeah. What else?
I think that was largely it, because there was another example and that sort of thing. For some reason in my head there was one or two more, but must be misremembering. Although honestly, a lot of times the name brands and generics are manufactured in the same place at the same time. They just put them in different boxes. That literally happens.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of times generics are better than the name brands they mimic.
Noted. Do we have anything else to say about our bad opinions?
No. Because even ones that are bad, I feel like, are good.
Then we shall begin the worsening.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
All right, Bestie, how are you worse this week?
You'll see this when you watch this back later. The banner hadn't come off, so half of the worsening intro was me holding up one hand while trying to turn this on. And then I came back together at the end. Because I clicked on the media assets at first instead of the banner, and then I was confusing this. Anyway, how am I worse? I'm always trying to come up with new things because I get tired of saying every time, like, oh, you know, Fallout 76, continue to be playing that.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to be watching anime, right? All the regular things. The only thing I could think of that was sort of different for this week, and I don't know that it's going to go much further, I've been doing electrical stuff.
Oh?
Because, and I dabbled in, like, trying to learn electrical stuff before in general. So, by the way, did you notice my lamp is back in its old spot?
No, I did not, actually.
It's back where it used to always be. I had to come up with some sort of workaround so that I could, because I couldn't take it being over here. So I moved it back. I got this really long, like, heavy-duty extension cord that I'm actually going to run through my closet that's on the wall over here and around and plug it in behind this dresser for my 3D printer.
Sure, fuck it.
Just so. Yeah, because the only outlet on that wall is worked by the light switch.
As you said.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's relevant to the 3D printer. Sorry, I just saw TJ's last comment. So true.
Yeah, I don't know what movie this is referencing, but frankly, anything that contains Mark
Happening.
Wahlberg, you're fucking kidding. That's the actual name of a movie?
The Happening, yeah.
That is dumb as shit.
It's bad. It's a, what's that guy's name? M. Night Shyamalan movie, I believe.
I have very mixed feelings about M. Night Shyamalan. Anyway.
Yeah. So, trying to think of the most succinct way to put this. I had this massive undertaking of printing a riser for, like, my 3D printer material switcher thing a couple months ago now. And it has a place for this LED strip light. And so when I put it together, I put this strip light in, and most of it didn't work. It only worked, like, part way up, and I was real mad. So I bought a new one, went to put it in the other day. It was too wide. But in the process of doing this, I found out that the original one, if I bent it in a weird way, it started working further up the thing.
Okay.
And so, of course, my brain immediately goes, but why? And so I went down the rabbit hole. Why, would this happen to a Cobb LED strip? And then it starts bringing me to new terminology. And so I start reading about that. And then I start learning more about, like, solderless connectors and the different types of solderless connectors. And so that's what I've been doing with a lot of my time the last few days.
I love that for you.
And I finally figured out what the problem was. Their soldering, it wasn't one continuous piece. They had separate pieces that they tried to solder together, and the soldering was garbage. So I had to buy solderless connectors. I bought the wrong kind at first.
Oh no.
So I had to order new ones. They sent me the wrong ones.
Oh,
so
God.
I have more coming tomorrow that will hopefully be the right ones this time.
Fingers crossed.
But to figure all this out, I had to really dig deep in learning about how 3D Cobb lights, not 3D, wow, RGB Cobb light strips work.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so if you ever need LED light strips installed anywhere and you're like, how do I connect these things? How do I add, like, a remote control module? How do I do this? I know now.
All right. I will
Because
keep that
of the way I
knowledge
was
in the
a
back
person.
pocket.
Yeah. And now I was like, well, I could return the new one that I bought that was too wide, but maybe I'll just put that somewhere now. I don't know. Because why not?
Yeah, I mean,
I could return it
be
and get my
fun.
$20 back, but
who cares?
so I would say that's probably what would make me annoying to be around, because I'd be talking about it to people right now. So I feel like that qualifies.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
think that's it for me. No, I think I'm good.
I think the main way that I'm worse is that I have finished Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we started Legend of Korra, finished the first season in like a day, and also watched the Avatar Aang movie that just came out. I thought that was pretty good.
I keep seeing that pop up, yeah.
And the other way that I'm worse is that I have I got myself a little merch haul recently from two places. I, shocking no one, bought more Ghost merch. I bought a poster for the upcoming second movie, and I bought a shirt, which will be featured on the podcast at some point. And then I bought some stuff at Hot Topic. There's this little they call it like a phone buddy. Like it's like a little like thing that you stick on your phone and it's all like a little silicone like just like little guy. But it's Papa V Perpetua, and he's like peeking over the top of your phone. But I'm not going to put it on my phone. I'm going to put it on my monitor here, so whenever I'm working, I can have Perpetua staring at me. So I bought that. I bought a pair of Sleep Token pajama pants, and I bought a Sleep Token shirt that is specifically it features, I think, part of the like crest design. They like released like individual like coat of arms crest type things for all of the songs on Even in Arcadia, and there's a shirt that has, I think it's the one for like, I assuming it's the one from Infinite Baths because there's fucking Infinite Baths lyrics on there. So I bought that, and still playing Don't Starve. I'm going to be playing more of that tomorrow.
Nice.
And I think that's it, though.
Interesting. I actually have been well behaved on the merch front because I was at Target yesterday, and for some reason, like I assume it's because of the show, but they have been expanding the Fallout stuff they have.
You do love to see it.
I sent you that picture yesterday of like the little mini fridges they have.
Mm-hmm.
They're so super cute. Like, what am I gonna? I don't have any purpose for that. Like,
yeah.
But they had like figures from Fallout 4 and New Vegas.
Don't mind if I do.
Big figures. Like they had a Paladin dance, for example, and like I don't know, like 10 inches tall or something like that. I'm not good with measurements.
Show me a 10-inch tall Hancock, and then we'll fucking talk.
I know. That's why, I was looking back. I was like, any other ones? No, that was the only one from Fallout 4. And I don't even remember who the character was from New Vegas. It wasn't one that was, important to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also had, little figures of, they had, T60 power armor and an excavator power armor. So they had all this, Fallout stuff. And I was like, you don't need any of these things. All this stuff, if you really like it, you can 3D print them. I can 3D print power armor.
This is very, very true.
I was very well behaved, although they did have a blind pack for Fallout pins, so I got one of those. I didn't get one of the ones I wanted, but
I'm so sorry.
I just wanted a Mr. Handy or Protectron, but I just got a Vault Boy winking, and it's like I already have Vault Boy pin.
Yeah,
so it's a little bit of a bummer.
Oh well.
So I did get that, but I was otherwise well behaved. I was pretty proud.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as always, we've got our deal going on with the Bull and Bee. You can go to thebullandbee.com and use code MONSTERMEAD at checkout for $5 off your online mead order. Regrettable Reviews was yesterday, so there is not going to be any Regrettable Reviews this coming Tuesday. I don't know about Defen. I should have asked. I forgot. As previously stated, I'm going to be playing some more Don't Starve on the stream tomorrow. And I think that's it. Big Dome Monsters Monday, all that fun stuff. Business as usual, really.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So, as always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back again next week for more fights. We will see you then. Adios, everybody.
This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brookes. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel to watch our live broadcast without ads, or donate to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening.